giving nothing but truth.
Well, I've been working on the Smoke and Mirrors album for about the better part of 3 years. You know, it came at the end of our last record with Sony as Cypress Hill. We did our last obligation to them, which was Till Death Do Us Part. And after that, there was really no deadline for another Cypress Hill record. So we all had like individual projects that we wanted to get done. Muggs had a few, on his table that he had to knock out. And Sendog had wanted to do a record with his brother and another album with his band. So, those guys had things going on. So I decided that I would take time to do my first solo record and to establish and develop my production company, Audio Hustlers, to try to branch out as a producer as well, you know what I mean? Because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So, I never had a chance till now because Cypress Hill's work schedule was really demanding, so, and I'm always dedicated to Cypress, but with this time off, I had the time to, take those ideas that didn't maybe work with Cypress's formula creatively and, use them on my record.
How is working on your solo album different than with Cypress Hill?
Oh, with Cypress, I got a lot of help because, I have two other guys with creative input, so we all bounce ideas off of each other. Muggs comes with the beats, sometimes the concepts. Myself and Sen write them. Sometimes we have the concepts, and we all just bounce ideas off of each other's, ideas. You know what I mean? If Sendog has something, Muggs might add to it, I might add to it. So it makes it easy in that situation. When you're on your own, obviously everything leans on, is upon your shoulders and whatnot. So, it's, you take on that responsibility, but I also had help on this record by, way of my boy Young D, who's an up-and-coming rapper who basically we came up with a lot of the concepts together, you know what I mean? I had the bulk of the album done till he got involved, and then we started tightening things up, and he had some ideas to go with the stuff that we had already had, and then, we just kind of bounced ideas off each other like that. So it's a different vibe. When you got a chemistry that you had for about 15 to 17 years, whatever, in Cypress Hill, I developed a chemistry with my boy Jay Turner and Young D on my record, because everything just started rolling out naturally and stuff. So it's not hard, it's just different. And it's different in a good way because it's just a different vibe, Music is a vibe mostly to me, So when you do music with somebody, you catch their vibe and they catch your vibe and you develop something out of that. When you go do music with somebody else, you basically tap into a vibe that you and this cat had that's maybe way different than that. So, it's just all about whether you can have chemistry with who you get down with creatively, And fortunately, I had a good team on this solo record.
How'd you hook up with Duck Down? Traditionally don't put out East Coast artists. So.
Well, for me, that's like full circle, you know what I mean? Because Cypress Hill, when we signed our first deal, was to Rough House, which was in Philly, with the distribution from Sony on the East Coast, the main office and whatnot. So, the Cypress Hill movement broke from New York all the way down back here to the West Coast because nobody knew who the fuck we were, where we were from. And, the East Coast embraced us first. So I figured, Duck Down was a good place for me because they're an East Coast-based independent label that knows what hip-hop is. They understand what I was trying to do. And, you know, basically it was a perfect fit for me. You know, it's like I said, it's full circle. They'll break me in New York first, and it'll trickle down here. You know.
Is it true that you and Sick Jacken are working on a collab album?
We've talked about it. You know, we've thrown it in the air a couple of times. Hopefully it happens. You know, because I like working with Jack. Like I said with the vibes earlier, when you do an album with somebody, you know, the creativity that you bounce off of each other, you know, depending on the chemistry, can be great. And him and I have always made, you know, pretty decent and relevant records together, you know, as far as when we were doing the Psycho Realm and the couple of things that we've done outside of that group. To the joint he produced on my record, you know, to me that's one of my favorite songs on that album. You know, there's actually a video for that, which is going to follow this.
Enter the Sick Side, homie. Sick Jacken, Psycho Realm, Six Symphonies. Got Cynic from the Street Platoon, DJ FM, Bacardi Rhymes, Six Symphonies, homie. Hard Knock TV, you're tuned in live, baby. What's up?
Stay tuned, this is a game of life and these are the cards I've been dealt. Give you the real deal, live footage so you can feel for yourself. It's uncut and raw, ghetto reporter since before the new world was in order. Embedded in places you dreaded and never thought of. The corners, the streets and projects, the one-bedroom apartments, the hood. I'm the voice for all of y'all misunderstood. It's because I'm hip-hop, baby, I was born from the struggle. Hustle and hover above the earth, observe the concrete jungle and expose all lies. From the block, it's all lies. Revolution of the mind. It will be. Giving nothing but truth.